popping off, boys. Take a sip of the potion, hit the 3-wheel mode.
I believe you guys captured the captain and the slayer, correct?
Yeah, the one that killed Peanut Butter.
Yeah. Okay. You guys have captured both. I believe Mara knocked him unconscious with a nice swift to the head. Would anyone like to do the recap for Relty? Oh, and I need to go ahead and
someone
else.
I want people to do it other than me.
I think I've done it ever since we started up.
Oryx hasn't even done one yet.
Since we recorded.
Good. Well, I want other people to like.
Okay. So who wants to do the recap? Perhaps Peanut Butter?
Oh god.
So here's what happened, okay? So we were going down the road, we were in a wagon, and then all of a sudden we got attacked by this big fucking creature thing, and we were like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? And so we killed it, right? And then we were looking around for like a cave, well, not really a cave, we were looking for shelter. Then we came across a cave, and then we went inside the cave, and then all of a sudden, like a magical barrier came up, and we were like, whoa, what's going on? So we kept going down the cave, going in, and then we were like, whoa, this isn't just a cave, this is a magical cave. So there were all walls and everything like that, like brick walls, and there were like stones everywhere, like in a cave, and then we're going deeper into it, right? And then I'm wandering off, right? And I suddenly like slip into a new lair, and there's a minotaur. Could you believe it? I mean, everyone thought that those were like myths and legends. It was crazy. And like, so what I did was I softened up the wall a little bit, did a little magic, and then our favorite people, they smashed down the walls, they busted in there, we fucked it stay up, and then guess what happened? There were 2 of them! We were like, what? So we kept running through, right? And we chased that bastard down, and we found him, and we killed him, and we got treasure, and then on our way out, we come across goblins. Crazy. We almost
So the fact that you died,
it all went black after that.
All the detail went in 2 sessions ago. The last session was completed in 1 sentence.
We were catching goblins.
darkness.
And then there was darkness.
I mean,
to
be fair, Tommy saw 1 goblin, then it was super foggy, and then a flashbang hit him, then he was unconscious, and then he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't really see much. So that's pretty fair. It just went black.
That's hilarious.
Well, that was the recap from 2 sessions ago, guys.
Oh, okay. So, that doesn't really tell you what happened. But yeah, I guess that leaves us here.
Yes, it does. Relty, you just kind of like, everyone kind of left you behind at the cave, and you came out, followed their footprints through the snow, and you're like, oh shit, Peanut Butter is dead.
Not just dead, but charred. And
his throat's kind of gone.
Oh, Relty, it's you. Here's the gold that you get.
Oh yeah, you didn't get your gold. Ah yes, quite the battle.
Suffered a loss.
Unfortunately, our comrade Peanut Butter has fallen.
I was just asleep.
It's my fault.
At least you went blind the whole time, Oryx. I couldn't do anything.
All my fault.
Nonsense.
It's all my fault. I'm gonna go into a rage.
Oh.
Actually, do I even have any? Yeah, I do have one more. I'm just gonna storm off.
Well, other than Oryx, how is everyone holding up?
Poorly.
Yeah.
I
haven't seen Marin come out of the dark yet.
You just hear my heavy breathing within there.
Oh, I don't like that.
And eventually, you start hearing crack.
Oh.
Crack.
Yeah.
Crack.
How meaty is the crack? Is it like a
It
dry
sounds
crack?
like a bone breaking. Okay, so you're doing that. What is everyone else doing?
I'm just standing by this guy who has shackles on him and also 50 feet of rope tied around him.
Alright, he looks over to you and he goes, "So you've defeated us.
Yes,
What do you... Why am I still alive?
because
What's the point?
you need to answer for what you have done.
What did I do?"
You're a slaver, no? You work for the coalition.
Slaver is a strong word.
Well,
I would classify myself as an entrepreneur.
we'll see what you're classified as to the judge.
You think you'll take me to trial of some sort? You think you'll take me out of this desolate land?
I guess we'll find out. And if it's not to the judge, then it'll be to your afterlife.
If I were you, I'd count the bodies.
Why is that?
I don't know. You tell me. Jesus.
I just want you to know I know many things about how to do this.
Okay. Okay.
I know more dark shit than I would like to know as a human being.
I'm going to roll because this is torture. And he did succeed the roll.
Hey, what is the name of? We got the coalition, and then
Yeah.
who else? I guess is the other faction. What's their official name?
What other faction? What are we talking about?
Well, I mean, is it just like the people of Turvin?
Yeah, there's the people of Turvin. Yeah, it would just be called Turvin. That's a province. Yeah.
So
The Turbanites.
Yeah, you could call them that. Actually, the name I got it from something else, but yeah.
The
could be the
Turbonians.
Turbo Virgins.
The Turvanese.
Dude, same.
You didn't have to do them like that.
So, tell me, Dragonborn, where are you going to bring me? Where are you going to put me on trial?
I'm not really sure yet, but I'm sure me and you will both find out very soon.
Oh, I'm sure we will. One of us will be taken.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not very worried. If we can defeat you guys, I'm sure we can defeat anything that comes our way.
As you say that, you hear, sounds like a quarter mile to the west. You hear the sound of a war horn. And he looks back in that direction, looks back to you, and he goes, "We shall see."
Guys, what was that?
Orcs, Baron, come here. Baron,
Jesus.
Baron. I'd like to throw a rock in the darkness.
You do. Everyone hears a coming from the darkness. It sounds like the goblin.
I'd like to throw a rock in the darkness and start waving my hands.
Okay,
If it
go
hits me.
for it.
Well, it's not to hit you; it's to get your attention, Dingbat.
Oh, well. I'll just keep humming.
Orcs, can you hear me?
You get no response.
We're a lovable bunch, aren't we?
As this is happening, the goblin or the hobgoblin looks to you and he laughs. He goes, "You're uncoordinated.
Yeah,
You're off balance.
you killed one of our brothers.
Comrade threw you off so much."
Hey, is this where I can yell?
Yes, you can yell it now.
Alright, he says, "You filthy goblins won't You don't dare!
You just run through the darkness.
You don't dare question our power!
Oh,
Who is this guy?
Tommy,
Who is
stop!
this guy?
Tommy,
I'm gonna draw my weapon.
nobody
Oopsie.
disarmed this trap. Nobody disarmed this bear trap.
Did I just step on it real quick?
Yes, you did. Roll. I gotta look at the rules.
No way.
Wait, he
Ran
came out.
in a
He
straight
came out of the
line.
darkness.
No,
Well,
he came. Well,
he
to
ran
you
from
guys, he
here.
did.
Oh,
Let me go ahead and check hunting trap.
oh my
What did
god.
Marin think? What did Marin think when he just saw this random guy running through the darkness?
Good.
Marin paid absolutely no mind.
Oh my
Didn't
God.
even register that there was a man there.
Okay, so Tommy, first off, give me a dexterity saving throw.
I just rolled a 15.
Okay, so you don't step on the trap.
Good.
You just run through it.
Yeah.
Let me see what Marin's doing. Are you still messaging me? Yes, you are. Okay, wait. I already got that one. And I need to roll the damage for that.
Where's
damage?
Wait, where's the goblin being held captive, by the way?
Well,
The
we got
Great
one
Goblin's
here,
here.
and
The
we got
other
one
one you
in the
wouldn't be able
dark.
to see.
Alright, so I am going for that. For hang on. For that guy, yeah.
Okay, you dealt 3 damage to him with that
Okay.
last one.
I'm gonna go in there. All right, you guys watch. I need to go get Marin. I'm gonna start stumbling through the darkness. Should I? I have a general idea of where to go, but I'm just gonna keep kind of bumping. I don't know
Do you
what
want
I
me
need
to?
do.
Do you want me to lead you there?
Can you see in the dark?
Yes.
In the dark?
In the dark.
Spooky, dark.
Spookiest, darkest.
Can you actually?
I don't know. Can I see?
You'd have to be able to see through magical darkness.
Then never mind.
Yeah, it's still daytime.
Mhm.
Is there still magic? There's magical darkness cast on here?
On this goblin.
Okay.
Got it.
I know that I need to go like in this direction.
Yeah.
Well, probably this direction. This one.
You
Like,
get to him. You
I get
kind
to
of
him?
stumble around and you feel for it and you feel what feels like a shoulder. Put your
I'm
hand
gonna
on
grab it and shake it and go, Marin, what are you doing? They're coming.
Another war horn sounds. This one seems much closer.
We don't have time!
I'm trying to think how I would react to him touching me.
I mean, you could lash out at him, but if you do, you might down him.
That's what I would do. I would swing at him.
Stop!
Can Agathar yell? He'll be like, we don't have time! And he wants, can I grab this goblin?
Sure.
He's
Go
probably
grab
heavy.
I would swing at him with my sword.
Okay.
Will anybody
sword?
stop me?
With the sword. Do you even have
You're
a
just-
sword?
That's what
in
he
there?
has in his hand. That's what he
Okay.
has in his hand, though.
Do you want me to try and hit? Do you want me
Yeah.
to roll and hit?
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, you'd even have advantage. Unfortunately,
I would or wouldn't.
you would because
This
he
is
can't
a
see you.
spicy session so far. Holy moly!
He can't see you, so yeah.
I'm sorry, Eli.
You fucking kill me, dude.
What's the second roll? I can't see it yet.
Oh, by the way,
He
Tristan.
does not hit.
Okay,
I've
you
already
don't
rolled
hit it.
that. It's just
don't
kind of
hit
like a wild, furious swing.
Oh, what would I do?
What did you say, Jesus?
I'm typing it.
Oh,
Okay. While Jesus is
Um,
As
typing,
I swing out, you hear me shout out, "Get back here to your station!"
he's
Oh
just
my lord!
he's back in fucking Nam.
don't question it. There is a horde coming after us. And I want to yell at the goblin, how many are in that horde? Tell me now.
Well,
who's speaking right now?
That's Agathar.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Well, from the sounds of those horns, it sounds like cavalry. Perhaps 4, 5 warg riders could be upon us any moment.
I don't care about the wargs. I can take them down easily. Who are the rest? Who is in charge? Those are
Couldn't tell ya.
minions.
Oh, are you talking about the entire operation?
God damn.
Give
Oh,
me
H.
You like to
everything
know.
you own.
Do I have to roll for intimidation at this point?
Is the goblin still alive, Tristan?
Oh, yes, he is.
Okay, well, I'm going to use intimidation to try and snap him out of it.
Okay, go for it.
And I'm also going to use forceful presence, which it gives me an advantage on intimidation or charisma checks. So
Yeah, that's right. You do have. That's from your sub race. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Hold on, let me figure out my charisma.
Tommy, did you roll something for intimidation? Oh, you got a 2. He laughs in
It
your
was a
face.
6. It was a 6 total.
Okay, he still laughs in your face.
Wow, that is a nat 20.
Oh god.
Oh wow.
Stick around, and you'll find out that who is in charge.
He said,
That's
"Fuck around and
the
find
word.
out."
Fuck around
Alright.
and find out.
I'm going to grab onto his shoulder again and shake him even harder and say, "This is not the time for this!"
Naren, roll me insight.
Insight? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a nat 20, but...
Yeah, I mean,
I don't-
nat 20 isn't an auto-succeed on ability checks.
Ah, okay.
It's only an auto-succeed on attacks
Oh,
and saving throws.
okay.
Tristan, did you see what I put?
Yeah, he beats me.
What did you put? You...
So yeah,
does
I
that
suppose
keep you from making sound entirely?
Yeah. I'll send you the exact
So
wording.
he can't... I'll look it up. I got it.
Okay.
so he snaps me out of it.
Oh, yeah. You're snapped out of it. The goblin sits before you. He's
I blink
he's
my eyes
in
and
pain, but
like
he's not broken.
I blink my eyes and look down at what I've been doing and immediately lose all concentration on the darkness spell.
Okay.
And so now you all see what I've done.
Oh, what the fuck?
I've
goblin
broken
flies-
all of his toes and
Yeah, you
fingers.
do it.
I've peeled the skin off of the bottom of his feet, poured salt water on that. I've peeled his back off with my long sword and poured salt water on that as well.
Okay.
You just see me like stand up suddenly and just like start blinking my eyes very quickly. Just, what's happening?
So this is the third horn. It sounds very close, but you guys still get the feeling that you could run.
I immediately sheath my sword and dagger and, well actually, I take my sword and I plunge it into the back of the goblin's neck and kill it.
Okay, roll for an attack. He has a lot of health left.
God damn.
Yeah.
Still?
Mhm.
How tough was this goblin? Do I get advantage because he's prone? I mean, I assume that hits.
Yeah, that does hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Can I also do a longbow shot to try to finish him off?
I don't know if you probably should.
I mean, if you fired the longbow, there's a lot of shit in the way between you and them. And also, he's, yeah, let me do something.
7 damage.
Okay. I want Marin to roll me an insight check.
Maroon. Ooh, that's not great. It's 5.
Okay. He falls over dead.
I do?
No, he does. The
Okay.
goblin.
I'm like, hold on. Wait. What?
No,
You are
you
dead.
died. he pulls out a reverse Uno card.
And then quickly sheath my sword and go, we
Okay.
need to leave.
I've been trying to say that. You're telling me to get to my station. We need to go now.
Come on. And I start running.
Gotta go.
I start running in the opposite direction of the sound of the horn.
Wait,
Okay.
we don't know where Oryx is.
What do you mean?
Guruken, you're faster. Find Oryx.
Okay.
Oryx, are you
Right.
still just standing there, or did you like run off?
I'm still standing there. He's like he's sitting down. He's kind of like sitting down, like you could tell he's visibly depressed.
Okay.
He's like cross-legged, sitting down, like looking down.
Okay, Ken, you see him then.
Okay, I'm gonna run over to him.
The pitter patter of his bare feet across the snow.
Oryx, this is very, very, very important.
We have to leave.
We have to go.
Now.
Do you hear the horn?
Do your ears work? Are you an idiot?
Are you dumb?
How does,
Are you an idiot
how does
sandwich?
Oryx respond?
Just leave me be.
Oryx?
I don't care. Leave
Okay.
me.
Slap him. Slap
That
him.
sounds good to me. Nope, that sounds good to me. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. Alright, all of you guys, he said to leave him.
The cart
He said to leave
driver.
him. We're gonna leave him.
The cart driver.
He's stuck in the hole. He's
Yeah.
stuck in the hole.
Get him out.
Can Agathar approach him?
Sure. Somebody help me.
Agathar wants to look at Oryx and he says, "Look, everything I know and love has been killed by these beasts. You look as though you have the same look on your face. Do you want to live for grief? Do you want to live like this? Pathetic? Or do you want to stand and fight and avenge your fallen brethren?
I do want to stand and fight,
Then
but I want the
join
power
me."
to make the outcome I want.
I want to run.
Run.
I throw the rope down the hole so the guy can climb his way out.
Grabs the rope and he starts pulling himself out. He gets up, grabs your hand, you pull him the rest of the way. He goes, "That sounded close. We need to go."
Yes.
My friend is now dead in the snow. I could have done something more. It's my fault. No one else's.
I stomp over to him.
Oryx, Travis even yells over. He goes, I was at the bottom of the pit for most of that battle. I don't think there was much you could have done."
I stomp over to him, look him dead in the eye, and go, "You didn't watch him die. Get up and move."
Can I look at the body?
Would that be a intimidation check?
Oh yes, it is.
Sure. You can look at it.
So are we making contesting intimidation checks, kids?
I don't know. Are we, Tristan? I'm trying to intimidate orcs to get up.
Because you're trying to intimidate him to get up and live, I'm going to say it's an insight check, not intimidated, not contested intimidation.
Okay, so contest insight.
God!
Yeah, you contest with insight against Hunter, or against.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please roll a
against
1.
Marin. You lean in close at the goblin, and you notice he's still breathing, and in that moment, his eye opens up as you got closer, and he kicks you in the knee.
Okay. Well, I would like to stab him.
Granted,
No.
he does this with an
kicking you in the knee.
open wound.
Ew. It's gross. Would he take damage since he has broken toes?
I
And no
guess
soles on his feet.
Yeah.
he would take some recoil damage.
Okay.
I know his modifier is enough to make him hit you, and I think you're out of spell slots. So he will deal. I think
An
it's
unarmed
just
attack?
yeah,
I mean,
because he uses
Still-
strength for his unarmed attack, which is strength is +3.
he's still shackled,
I think.
and now every
Plus
step
1.
he takes is going to be painful.
I don't think you ever shackled this one.
He was definitely.
Oh, I
shackled, yeah.
did. I
No,
yeah,
did.
you
he's
ran up.
definitely shackled.
You ran up.
I
and
shackled
hit
his
him in the
hands.
head. I thought.
No, he was shackled before that.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
His hands are shackled. His feet
Okay.
aren't. But that's okay, because his feet are literally open wounds right now.
And he was also wasn't he belly down because you had to skin his back?
Yes.
So you're telling me he turned around and did a breakdown dance and kicked me in the knee?
You can throw kick while on your belly.
Yeah, you could kick on your belly.
I'm at his back, no?
You would have leaned down to check and see if he was alive. So he was preparing a reaction to see if anyone came over to him again. He was going to kick them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't he be disadvantaged too to hit?
I guess you're correct on that.
So,
But
should he roll to hit?
I mean, if anything, we want him to hit, because he still takes damage from it.
Yeah, dude, I got 7 HP.
Okay. What's it called? He does not hit, but he will stand up and try and run.
With hurt souls. Okay.
Listen, dude, he's gonna try and run away. Every step is going to hurt, but eventually it will become numb because it's snow.
What was his recoil damage?
I have to do that.
Wait, if you pulled his flesh
Actually,
off,
he
and then
missed,
you
so-
pulled his nerves off too?
He wouldn't have gotten any recoil
No,
damage
it's literally
Yeah.
like you peel the skin
because
away.
he missed.
Okay. Oh,
Oh
I
yeah,
see.
no, you're right. You're totally right.
it's like
Okay, well then I'm
exposed
gonna
and
stab him with the
then-
sword.
Okay. You can attack as the what's called opportunity attack because he gets up and he runs about like 10 feet, not far.
13.
That misses.
Oh my god. Okay, whatever.
I love
You guys
this.
don't have much time at this point.
It's just-
The horn is not far. You guys have the option to try and get that hobgoblin captain to come with you. This guy's running. He is bound. You could try and catch him, but every second you waste is a second closer that 4 or 5 hobgoblin warg riders are going to appear upon you.
Well, I was gonna
Is it
be.
possible? Oh, sorry.
No, please go ahead.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you were gonna say. I was just gonna say, is it possible we can just slit his throat and just call it a day and not have to like roll for it? But if that's not
With the hobgoblin captain, yeah.
I was gonna. We have that option, and then also I was gonna cast Pass Without Trace so we could all escape, or at least attempt to escape, with a +10 to stealth, making no noise or leaving a trail if we're all within 30 meters of me.
I would do that after we slit this guy's throat.
I want to slit his throat.
Do it.
So then we're back at Agathar, Marin, and Oryx. What's going on over here?
Okay, do your thing, Marin.
Trying to think of what else to say.
Agathar can say something.
Can you just like repeat what you said so it's fresh in our mind?
Yeah. I basically stomped up to him, looked him dead in the eyes, and went, "You didn't watch him die, so get up and run."
I'm going to squeeze my fist, wind up my arm, and it's going to appear like I'm going to punch Marin, but I'm going to redirect it into the tree behind me.
Okay.
And as I do that, I look Marin in the eye. Fine. You're right. I'm sorry.
No need to be sorry, but
And-
every need to live now. Move.
Dizeld, you're trying to kill the hobgoblin? Or, Relty, did you want to still try and capture him?
So
Know that just because you cast Pass Without Trace, he can. It doesn't. I don't know if it keeps him from screaming, but he will still resist being pushed wherever way you go, which could slow
love
you
the
down
gifts.
drastically.
Well, my intention was to leave with him, and I'm assuming, I at least assumed with the silence radiating from us that it would act as a buffer for any noise he tried to make. Again, but I don't know. So I guess it's pretty
I
vague.
mean, it does say silence. It's just let me look at what level is the silence spell?
I can tell you that real quickly.
Because if a silence spell is a higher level than Pass Without Trace,
Second-
then I'm going to
second
say
level
it's different.
illusion.
Second level illusion. So they're the same level spell.
Mhm.
And what exactly does silence do?
For the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. Any creature or object entirely inside this sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible there.
Okay, so I'm going to say Pass Without Trace would not keep. Yeah, I'm going to say Pass Without Trace covers noise made by footsteps and movement, not necessarily yells and screams.
Okay. Well then,
Okay.
I would have been moving with him, trying to like get a head start because of everything that they're doing, knowing that I have an extra person until someone would have either killed him or prevented it.
So before Dizeld walks over, you start pushing him towards the fucking in a straight line. Tell me which way do you go?
I would have been heading back towards town. I'm really not sure which way it took to get here, but I would assume I would travel the same way back.
It's too far to get back to town. The closest secure place, if you could even call it that, would be the labyrinth you guys fought the Minotaurs in.
Okay.
We could hide in there and close the gate so they can't get to us.
Yeah.
Then I'd probably make my way
Also-
back towards that.
Also,
Okay.
my
Most direct
coworker-
path, yes or no?
More than likely.
Okay.
Hey,
Have to roll a
real
dex saving
quick.
throw with disadvantage. Go ahead.
My coworker's calling me, and she needs to talk about something, so it might be a minute.
Just a question: do you try and slit this goblin's throat?
Do I see Relty walking with the goblin?
Yes.
My character wouldn't care if you do. He's just trying to get a head start. He would have started actually
How
moving
fast? All right, how fast are you guys moving?
probably like 15, assuming.
15 feet a turn.
I mean, if you guys don't try and kill him, Agathar's going to try and kill him.
Oh,
Actually, it's going to be even less because I don't think Relty can carry him, and he is tied up at the legs as well. I thought. I could be wrong though.
no,
I don't
he's not
no.
tied up with the legs.
I think it's
just
just
tied his
arm.
body.
So,
Okay. So then it would be 15 because he's just fighting it.
Okay, yeah, the Zealot's gonna go back and be like, "Looks like you found your judge today," and slit his throat, and then look at Relty and say, "We need to move."
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
you killed the captain's throat.
I'll start
Yeah.
moving with them.
Epic.
Okay.
And before I'll get a good distance out, but before I'm out of sight of like everything here, I will cast darkness again. Basically, right there.
On the captain. Okay.
Hopefully, that will distract them long enough.
Hold on. How
Hopefully-
many spells did you use last time?
I
Was
only
it just
used,
darkness?
I only used the one darkness.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna be right
So
back.
this is
I'm
my
sorry if this
second
is long.
spell for the day.
Good.
I'm out.
Okay.
Except for my cantrips.
All right. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure because
Hopefully, that causes them to be distracted by investigating it long enough for us to get away.
I gotcha.
But I'm gonna have Travis get on my back like usual, and I'm gonna try and take Peanut Butter's body.
Travis just gets on your back, and you can lift up Peanut Butter. You're strong enough to carry both of them without hindrance.
Good.
Okay.
All right, so we're moving.
All right.
Hauling ass. Huffing and puffing.
Okay. You guys get. I would say you guys would get out of sight, and about let's say 100 so yards away from the area, when you hear faintly in the distance, the goblin you thought was dead. He yells. He goes, "He went that way, that way!" And
Wait, we run into the goblin?
no, he's way back here. The one that you thought was dead, he didn't die. Eli, he ran away before Eli could finish him off, and then you hear him back way behind you, yelling to presumably the cavalry, telling them what direction you went. So, to be fair, pass without trace was put on you, so they might not even know what direction you went.
Keep moving. When we get, maybe. Do I remember how far away that cave thing was?
Yeah, it would be about. I'd say it's about 250 yards from where you fought these goblins at.
250 yards.
So you're 100 yards towards it.
Okay. I'm gonna quietly say, quick, we need to veer off and then cut back in. That way they lose our tracks.
Pass without trace covers that.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't leave behind trails.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna be following him.
Okay. Well, then yeah, we'll just head straight there.
Yeah. Okay, you guys get inside. You guys can search for the trap button that closed the gate the first time you came in.
Yeah. Do an investigation check.
Yeah, everyone can do it for me.
I fail.
Investigation. It's a 2 plus 2. That's a 7.
God,
No, any idea?
Wow.
I haven't rolled. I think I
Wow.
rolled one roll of a 10 so far.
9.
Oh, Christ.
It wouldn't make sense for Agathar to inspect him anyways. He rolled a 0.
and that one's for Eli. Yeah, so you guys managed to walk everywhere that isn't the trap button. The pressure plate.
Where was this?
Where was this fucking
I
plate?
don't remember. It
don't-
just sort of happened.
There's a switch in the back of the labyrinth. I can move you guys back to like the little house area where the Minotaur slept at.
We need to find it.
What we will do is we will prepare for battle while we are here. We will learn this base, and we will
I was gonna
utilize
move
it
you
to
over.
our advantage. We will
Yeah.
set traps.
Shit, the message.
We will hide. We will take them out one by one. Goblins move in hordes. They are weak alone.
Provided it is only goblins.
A
That's
goblin-
very easy for you to say, but I am very tired because I had to fight all of those goblins all by myself.
You want
Wait a minute.
I am so tired. I only have a single hit point left.
I appreciate your kind words, sir, but where did you come from?
Yes.
Who are you?
Are you?
I'm Guru Ken.
I know who you are.
Everybody knows who I am.
I'm gonna go and
well-
put Peanut Butter's body on the bed frame over here.
All right. Does anyone pull the lever to close the door?
Oh, we see it now?
Yeah, it's back here.
Yes,
It's back
very
here.
quick.
There's a very obvious lever.
Yeah, very quickly I do it.
Okay, you pull the lever and it you hear it in the distance echoing through the labyrinth. Seems like the door's closed.
I'm gonna go check and make sure.
Okay, I'm gonna just say that you also kept the rest of the traps deactivated. Not really the traps, but the labyrinth pieces. Okay, the door's closed. I'll bring you back.
Good.
All right.
I'm just gonna like collapse in the corner and just sit on my butt.
Ralty was going to the same corner.
It's a
No,
nice
no.
corner.
This is my corner.
All right.
That was awful.
Gentlemen, Travis unstraps himself from Oryx's back. Did we just make enemies with the Coalition?
Oh, I think we were already.
We have always been enemies with the Coalition.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Who? Yes. Who are you?
My name is Agathar, messenger of Pelor. Well, not anymore. Long story. The town I'm from, the place I know and love, was one of the first locations the Coalition raided. I fought for it with my life. And if it weren't for that damn necromancer, I might have been dead.
Necromancer?
You're
Yes.
talking about Cal?
So you know of him.
He smells. Yeah, he smells. Everybody knows how much he smells.
Well, yes, he deals with the undead.
Smells worse than me.
Encountered him a couple of times.
Yes. He's not a man I would usually get along with, but I owed him one because he helped save my life. I've studied the Coalition for years, and I've learned that they seek to destroy the modern civilization that we currently have.
He didn't bring you back to life, did he?
No, if he brought me back to life, I would be rotting right now. I'm sorry.
You know, like,
There's nothing I could do for your friend.
He didn't
Oh.
even like it.
Okay, are we all safe, right? Do we have any prisoners? Do we have everyone?
You didn't
everyone's
capture
got-
any prisoners. Everyone's here. Yeah.
Suppose we stay here for the night.
God, I'm so glad I got Marin out of that. That could have been bad.
Ah, yeah.
Marin would have been captured if he didn't
Yeah.
snap out of it. He was going to be stuck there, and they would have just showed up and been like, "Oh, okay." And the way the torture was going, that goblin would have still been alive by the time they showed up.
I gotta say, that is a stupidly resilient goblin.
Dude, he's a lot. Those kind of goblins are intended to be tanks. They have a lot of health.
Ridiculous. I was doing some mean shit to him.
Yeah. And I mean, he did resist the pain of the first two things. He finally was like, "Ugh," on the third one.
Yeah, when I started fucking peeling his back off. Oh, I mean, he would have died. If you heard what I was going to start doing next, he was going to die.
Too
It's
bad
just
I
how
didn't
long-
get to see any of it.
I mean, you all saw, like, once the darkness ended, you all saw what the fuck I did.
The final
Pop some
product.
eyeballs out.
Yeah.
Is there anything anyone else would like to talk about at this moment?
No, not necessarily in the moment.
Oh, I need a good sleep.
Yeah, Dazelle needs a long rest bad.
Long rest would be good.
I will take first watch.
Or just gonna stay up with you.
Agathar will stay up and he's going to say, "Those who are hurt, you will rest. We have long battles awaiting us."
Well, I don't entirely trust you yet, so if it's all the same, I'll stay up a bit.
If we're picking buddies, I'd like to pick Dazelle as my buddy.
Pop off. Hell
All
yeah.
right.
You have done nothing to me, therefore I will do nothing to you. But note, if you do anything to betray my trust, you will receive no less than my wrath.
What if you ask me if your pants make you look fat? And I tell you no.
It's just being a good friend.
I am flattered. It is difficult in those woods.
Lit. And look, that's hilarious.
What's the buddy system looking like? Who's staying up at what times?
At what point do I start regaining stuff?
It's I think 8 hours for a long rest. I mean, you would gain stuff after your short rest. I mean, you. To be honest, nothing's getting through that door.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
We're probably last shift just because we were the ones that need to sleep the most.
Yeah, you guys.
He almost died and I kicked ass.
Yeah, you gotta like put some ice on those joints, bro. You were throwing the fist.
Okay. So, who wants to stay up first?
I
Agathar
will.
is the most healthy. Okay.
I'll take next
Let's-
watch with Royalty.
Okay. This will give us time to reflect. It's up to you guys if you want to have a private conversation. While
Actually,
during
I'll shoot my head up real quick and go, "No, Giselle, I'd prefer to take watch with you."
That's fine. It's okay.
That is alright, Guru Ken.
I will
Okay.
take a watch with anyone, as long as I just get some shut eye.
Then it's just
All right.
great.
Can I have everyone other than Oryx and Agathar jump into Party Splinter 1? Agathar, Oryx,
I'm just gonna be calmly staring at the fire.
Agathar.
Agathar he'll be silent for a while, but he'll look at Oryx and he'll say, "Were you close with him?"
Sorry, I'm usually not this quiet, but I was fond of him. We weren't traveling for long, but he was still a companion.
How was he as a person? Did he ever attempt to betray your trust?
Well, he was quite the strange one, but no, he'd never do anything to betray the trust of us. He was very unorthodox in his methods, but he was still a good friend.
I pity you. Those who I lost, besides the ones I loved the most, I had friends who ventured with me once. But as the place that we grew up in was raided, they all ran away. They all left me to fight that goblin horde by myself.
They left you behind.
Sometimes, but it is sometimes worse to lose the ones you've loved the most. Because now, if the people who ventured with me died, I would care less, for they have abandoned those in need. It breaks every rule of Paylor I've vowed to follow, but alas, I did the same.
I don't really know much about this god you speak of.
Oryx, your subclass is called Path of the Zealot, right?
Correct.
And so zealots, they're kind of like warrior. They're kind of like people obsessed with their god. They're obsessed religiously. Like that's the definition of zealot, or
Right.
obsessed with something. Zeal. You know.
Right.
I mean, this could be an option for you in the future. Perhaps you could pick a god. It's up to you, though. You don't have to now.
He would have to. He would have to discover it, but like the ideas Oryx holds are kind of the inspiration of zealotry. If that makes any sense.
I gotcha. The reason I say this is because I imagine if you and Agathar work together long enough, you might actually begin to,
Yeah.
not necessarily worship Halor, but respect it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's totally
it's up
fair.
to you.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah,
But
I'll be down to explore that.
you guys continue.
Okay.
If there's anything to continue.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much, but I can ask him, like, do you worship any god, Oryx?
I can't say I do. Religion wasn't really a big thing back in my tribe. They were more concerned about who was the strongest and who could survive. And I hated it there.
In this age we are going into today, it seems as though that's all that matters. But to me, I do believe there is hope. I questioned whether or not Palor could ever exist. After finding you adventurous, I hope that defeating the coalition and defeating this filth can once again rejuvenate my hope and my valor with Palor.
I'd say I agree with that wholeheartedly. I used to believe that power was the only thing that mattered, because our tribe only believed so. However, I had a grandfather. In fact, my name came from him. He was known as Oryx the First. But
Does that make you Oryx the Second?
technically yes, but no one called me the second. They just called me Oryx.
Alright.
Anyway, my mother used to tell me that my grandfather developed a set of ideas that were foreign to the tribe. He believed that there was more to life than just fighting tooth and nail day by day, yearning for a young death so you wouldn't grow old. He believed that you could develop the soul rather than the body, and maybe through acts of kindness you could achieve an enlightenment. Of course, Goliaths know no better, and they saw him as simply insane. They mocked him, they disregarded him, and he later died a broken man. However, his daughter, my mother, she would tell me the things that he used to tell her throughout my childhood. At the time, she didn't really make those beliefs public because she knew what would happen if she did. She would be outcasted just like her father was. So when it was just me, my younger brother, and her, she would tell us all about him. And that's where I come to believe now that there's more to life than just living the old traditional Goliath way of endless warfare and strife. There's more to it than that. There's more we can do. Goliaths are capable people. Why is it that we are only destined to fight and slaughter one another? Why can't we do more? Why can't we help people? We have the strength. What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. I too am strong, and it seems as though your grandfather's beliefs strongly reflect those of Palor. Help the weak. Be strong not only for yourself, but for others.
Tell me more about this gold.
Can I go on and just tell him the story about Palor and kind of just inform him of Palor's beliefs?
If you want, you guys can. I think at this point, if you guys want, you guys can go through like a Wikipedia article. I'll throw you guys into a different chat, and I'll pull the next group in.
Okay, I just have like a couple more sentences to throw in there before we're done.
Okay, go for it.
I guess you could say I was considered lucky to escape the clutches of my tribe. But the reason I was so upset today was because peanut butter reminded me of my younger brother. I don't know what happened, but at birth, my younger brother, Malgar, something was wrong with him. He wasn't physically right. You could tell it by the way he spoke, that there was something in his head. He was slower than the other Goliaths my age. He didn't learn as quickly. And of course, to Goliaths, that means everything. If you can't fight, you can't live. I tried my best to keep the bullies off him, but there came a time where the chieftain forced me to do something about it. And you know what he made me do? All because my brother couldn't help the fact that he was born with his condition. He forced me to kill him, to murder my own brother.
A single teardrop rolls down Agathar's eye.
We're having
Must-
a really good heart-to-heart right now, Tommy.
I know, right? This is amazing.
Yeah.
This
I
must have
didn't expect you two to vibe together this much, but
Yeah.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
Alright.
have been difficult for you.
I'll never forget the look on his face when I had to strike him down. And that is why I want to do everything I can to make sure I'm strong enough to protect the ones I care about. Because I'll never forget that look when the chieftain forced me to strike him down like the bloody runt he was. So I'll never be like that. I don't want anything to do with that. I want to help people. It's my duty. It's what I owe to my brother. And I'm glad you understand.
We will do it together, Oryx.
Thank you, Agatha.
Thank you.
You know, I'm glad you came by.
I think we should start putting in other groups, and we will continue our own
Yeah,
personal.
if you guys want,
Yep.
if you guys want to talk about Paylor, whatnot,
Yeah.
look at the Wikipedia article. You guys can go through it together. It's exactly as it is from basically Faerun. That's how all the gods of my world are the same as they are in Faerun. It's just like maybe some of their myths are slightly different if they mention locations.
Okay.
I know, I can tell. I'm gonna put you guys in Party Splinter 2.
Okay.
Okay. Who was next? You and Richard?
I don't know who I was partnered with, to be honest.
You stay here. I'll go see.
And yet again, I'm on my own. But that's okay. I'm alone most of the time, even though I'm married. So I hope you've all had a great time tonight and enjoyed our D&D sesh.
I'll bring myself in.
I know. Right. So, Oryx and Agathar, they're doing something else. They're talking about other things, but they wake you up, or just gonna fast forward through that because they're going through stuff.
Okay.
But
Good morning. Good morning.
they wake you up and they go, "It's your turn." They trade places with you, the two of you.
How you doing, Relty?
I'm good. I can't complain. I slept really well. It was a good night to sleep. It wasn't too bad. I don't really like sleeping on the floor, but it's not too bad during the night. Because in the caves, it keeps it nice and cool. With the concrete on the floor, the stone, it keeps it nice and cool. But it's not very humid out because it wasn't storming yesterday. But it was kind of nice. Can't complain. How about you? How are you doing?
Right.
By the way, you guys, if you wanted to, you guys can like walk around the cave if you wanted to.
Yeah, you want to go on a walk? Let's just go on a little walk. I mean,
Just adds to a little bit of the feel.
I'm really sorry that we left you behind, Relty. We just sort of forgot you were standing there, and then we left, and
It's all right. I mean, I'm sorry that chap died. I didn't really know him very well, but he was. I always liked him, but I never talked to him or engaged with him. I honestly don't even remember his name, but me and him were good. But I do miss him. I'm hoping next time that I'll be able to be a little bit closer before someone dies. I mean, maybe not, because that'd be kind of sad if I was like super too close with them, because then you develop that relationship, and then it can just all go downhill from there. But you know what I mean. It's just crazy how it all goes.
yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at.
God, I love you.
Severely torn up about the death of
Jelly?
Peanut Butter.
Peanut butter, sorry.
No, Peanut Butter.
God.
His name was Peanut Butter, and you need to remember it.
I'll remember it. I swear. Sorry. Sometimes I have this thing about me where I just don't remember names very well, and I get them confused with other ones that I've heard of some other things. I'm just not the best at that. I'm sorry. I tried.
Not bad. I'm not bad. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to handle this situation. I don't know. I'm worried about our little group.
Who?
The group?
The group. Ah, yes. Okay.
All of us collectively. A couple. I can trust you, Relty. Yeah.
Of course you can. I don't really have much to hide. I mean, ever since I was young and I grew up in the townhome, I never really had much
Okay,
to...
my turn for a story. My turn for a story.
Jeez, you never let me get
You're
into
gonna like it. No. Well, a couple weeks ago, I was, we were sitting in the inn in Darrowwood, and I can hear laughter. I hear like an ominous voice, the voice of God, laughing.
That's me.
A couple weeks ago, I was sitting in my room in the tavern, and I heard some weird noises coming from Giselle's room. So I stuck my head in, and he was just kind of sitting there, and his legs were crossed, and his eyes were closed, and he seemed to be talking to someone, and he was agreeing to what they were saying. And then a little while later, I heard him sneak out, so I followed him, and then he had this like stone, and he was talking to the stone, and I think he was like talking to his like brother or something, because he said the son of Montauk or something, and I think that's his last name, he said. But then I brought it to Oryx, and I brought it to Marin. One of them said, that's okay, we'll just, he'll probably tell us eventually. And then the other one said we should kill him. But I don't remember which one was which.
I could definitely see your predicament there.
And now, but I was genuine, and I'm terrified of Giselle. I think I don't know. But but when he almost died yesterday, I don't know if you got that part of the story, but when he almost died yesterday, I felt so sad, and I was so worried for him. And I just don't know how to handle any of this.
Do you think we should kill them first?
Oh my god! It's happening again! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my goodness!
I'm sorry, you're right, that's a bad idea. Sometimes I get caught up in myself
I don't think we should kill anyone. I've never wanted to kill anyone. This all started, we went to go fight some gnolls, and I didn't want to kill them either, but they told me that we should, and I don't know how to handle it, and yesterday was just really hard, because I was the only one killing people, and I killed a bunch of goblins. Death, it's so permanent, and it doesn't sit well with me, and I don't want to have the power to end others. But I also don't want to not be able to save others, because we were in danger.
Haven't you killed a bunch of creatures along the way so far?
Yes, I have. That's what we're talking about.
But
I feel terrible.
But what's done is done. You've killed them. You've taken their life. You've removed them from their families. But that's okay.
No, I wish that Marin hadn't. I wish that Marin hadn't switched spots with me.
But listen.
He's got that quivering lower lip.
Guru, it's okay. You don't have to worry. Just think about it. Just because they had a family doesn't mean they're still not bad people, I mean, I'm sure there's been bad people, and sometimes the family doesn't want them, and that's okay. And then people come along and kill them, and it all works out. You were the one who killed them, and they probably wanted it, because they chose that life. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
Actually, I used a spear and my fists.
Well, in that case...
But I think I see your point.
You get it? It's the circle of life.
Have you ever killed anyone, Relty?
Not a human.
Aside from creatures. Well, not human necessarily, but, like a sentient creature. Not like that creature. I didn't mind killing that creature that was hurting you. We were happy to protect you. I mean, I didn't kill it personally, but I tried.
The way I think about it is, I have killed, some smaller creatures that were sentient, some that could talk and just short in stature, but that's okay. The way I think of it is, if you choose to live that life, then you have it coming, It's kind of like I feel like I need to die, but not yet, obviously.
I'm not going to do that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That was a test. You passed. Alright, yeah.
Thank God. Okay, test. Oh, this is actually good.
This time you did great. I don't like killing either. Let's just not kill people. I don't think it's very nice either.
Okay. So, should we tell them that we don't want to kill anyone else?
But if they're talking about killing people, what if they kill us for not wanting to kill others?
God.
I didn't think about this.
I just wish I remembered which one was the murderer and which was the chill one.
Oh God, they're all gonna kill us. Now we have to kill even more. If we don't kill people.
What do you think of the new guy? He seems pretty good, actually.
He scares me.
He seems very strong.
He's very
strong. He could kill the people. Yeah, but he could kill the people instead of us.
So we need to convince him to kill everyone else.
Let's go wake him up.
Listen, I'm on board. I'm on board with this, but we need to be sneaky, because if they find out, what if he doesn't accept us? What if he wants to kill us instead? What if he's the hitman?
God.
I love this conversation.
Oh God, no! Oh God. Now Gurukin doesn't trust Agathar. Okay.
God.
Who else is here that I can trust? I don't think there's anyone. I think it's just us. We gotta band together. I will watch.
Listen! I don't even know you guys! I don't know anyone here! I was just caught in the woods! I don't even know what I'm doing in this place! I was just living my life! I was happy! I didn't know anyone here! And one day I stumbled across you, and you killed this thing
Wait a
that was
minute.
just maybe wanted to take me back to the home! I don't know!
Wait a minute. I just remembered something. I can't believe I even forgot it. Oryx. You know Oryx? The big guy?
Yes. Yes.
Yesterday, he put his weapons down. And he said, no, I don't want to fight.
Really?
He could be one of us. Yeah, he could be one of us.
Alright. So, we need to find out if Oryx wants to live peacefully.
His name? No, that's his name! Oh, I just remembered something else. You know what his name is?
What?
Oryx Peacekeeper.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
That's it.
The plot thickens.
But
Let's pull him over.
all right, so here's my plan, and I think it's a good plan. All right, so we need to convince him that we want peace, and we want peace. We don't want to kill anyone. But if they find out, they'll kill us, and we can't let them find out.
Well, but I already talked to him about Dizelde. So I don't. Maybe it was Marin who wanted to kill Dizelde. Oh my god, maybe that's why he switched partners with me.
Maybe, but listen,
That's probably it.
That's between them. Right now, we got to worry about us. So if we want to stay safe, we need to kill quadruple the number of items, people, animals, creatures that they are, so they don't get suspicious and kill us. It's the only way to survive and save people's lives, is if we kill more.
You are so smart.
Thank you. I kind of pride myself on it. I won't lie, but thanks. Glad you're on board.
What time is it? It's getting a little late, isn't it?
Ah, yes. You know what? I think our time is almost up.
I think our shift is almost over.
Well,
Alright.
Seems like dang good players.
I like that. Alright, I'm gonna pull Eli and Hunter into here. I'll throw
Yeah,
Richard back in.
I'll hop up.
Yeah. Relty and what's his name? Ken come over and wake you guys up. They don't share many words with you. You know, they're both kind of awkward people, and then they both go to bed.
Oh, God. I could really use another 8 hours.
You guys are in the wee hours of the morning. Yeah, by the end of these, you guys will all be healed up.
Does long rest take you to full?
Yes,
Yeah,
it fills all of your resources.
I get my spell slots back.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. What are you guys gonna do? What are you guys gonna talk about?
Well, probably the fact that I used Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna let there be maybe a 4-minute pause of silence as I just kind of wake myself up.
You guys can also walk around the labyrinth. It's very safe. All the traps are disabled if you decide to go for a stroll. That way the other players you wouldn't wake them up.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
I'm
could probably
gonna,
go to the front where the
beck
gate is.
him over.
Okay.
I got a question. Can my patron hear me at all times?
Not necessarily.
I
no.
thought you said that I could talk freely and not have to worry about.
The deal with your patron is very different compared to most other warlocks.
Okay.
Go to the entrance, Eli.
Oh, hold on.
I'll move him.
There we go. I had to free up all my spells.
Were there chairs in there, by the way? Yeah.
No, there weren't chairs.
No.
You guys
Not
are out here. This gate's closed.
Oh, okay.
You guys are chilling by the gong.
I'm gonna sit back down on the ground.
Here, I'll put you guys here. That way you're sitting across from each other. Look back to the wall.
You know, if it's just between us, I didn't really like peanut butter either.
Yeah. You should have seen how he acted in that fur shop.
I think I remember you telling me about that.
I've thought about walking out. Still, I never thought I'd be so affected by his death.
Yeah, You seemed kind of out of it when I went in the darkness.
Let's
You
just
actually
say,
swung on me. Actually, would I have known? I wouldn't
Yeah.
have known.
Oh no, you wouldn't have. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I wouldn't have
You guys
really
were in
known
the
that.
darkness.
I was just like, in my trance. But
You heard something go whoosh through the air by you. Whoosh.
I think you tried to punch me or something.
I wouldn't doubt that. Let's just say a little piece of my past is caught up to me for a moment.
I guess you could say the same about me in that fight.
Speaking of which, I saw you do something.
Mm,
The others, no doubt, either do not know of it or think it is normal, having seen me done it. But
it
who's your patron?
do I know my patron, Tristan? Does he have a name? Is he
Dude,
just some random powerful entity in the Fae?
he's something in the Shadowfell.
Shadowfell, yeah.
He's
But
nameless. He's never given you his name.
I'm not really sure.
You just know that he's from the Shadowfell. And
Just-
that he's evil.
Yeah. Just evil power in the Shadowfell. When I ran away from Belco, I needed to find some kind of power. My dad wanted me to be a wizard, but I didn't want to spend my whole life in books. I felt like I could achieve greatness through other means.
Mm.
But my journeys brought me to this dungeon where I lost all of my team, my friends, and I met this guy named Iados, which you have met him before. He is the tiefling we saw in the bar.
Oh,
He
really?
kind of gave me a new mission, a new hope. He first brought me to the dungeon, unbeknownst to me, but he brought me to the dungeon to see if we were strong enough, because he has plans for at least me. And if you guys prove to be strong enough, you could accompany us during this journey. See, he is also a warlock. He's actually a hexblade warlock, like myself. And he plans to take down his patron. And hopefully we can also take down my patron. But
Take down your patron.
it sounds crazy.
Hey,
But
God.
I think he's got it figured out. And as long as we keep gaining more strength and become more powerful, I think that even you can take down your patron.
I don't know if that's what I want yet.
Hmm.
Tell me this. How often has your patron contacted you?
Twice. One as as praise. The next time, a warning after my conversation with Iados.
Hmm.
So it does not look good for me if I die, but I don't plan on it, or at least not coming as close as I did just or yesterday.
Yes, I will not lie to you. I mainly saved you, or tried so hard to save you, because I had questions.
Hmm. I was trying to not hide it, but keep it quiet. It's didn't think it would look good if I mentioned that I was with a party and that they all fell and I was the only one that lived and that I had relations with this extremely powerful tiefling that has questionable motives, but for the most part is a good guy.
Hmm.
It'd be difficult to explain, so I kept quiet, but I knew that encounter that we stumbled into yesterday was going to be tough.
not going to lie, I thought about running.
I wish I could have ran.
If Guruken ran, I would have had to.
Yeah,
Like, didn't.
and I don't blame you. Sincerely.
But going back to my previous question, I asked that because I have yet to hear from my patron. I have not spoken to him since I drowned.
Drowned, fully?
As far as I know,
Mm.
I was once one man, became another, then I drowned, and when I washed ashore, I found the first man was come again.
Interesting.
That other man seems to still be here in some sorts, as you saw.
I see.
You say you're from, oh gosh, I always forget the name of it.
Belko.
Belko.
That's what he said.
I don't know why I can't remember that. I've asked you so many times.
It's
Tristan.
alright. It's because the continent's name's Belkos, and then the
Okay.
capital city of that.
It's it's not even that. It's just like
state.
just the name, like Belko.
Yeah.
Like you keep wanting for whatever reason to say like Claban or something.
Claban,
I don't know
Papa.
why.
That's
I just
actually a
can't
great
remember.
name for one of the towns there. Thank you.
There you go.
Claban.
Belko. But you're from Belko, you say?
Yes. It's a town that spends way too much time with the coalition. So, it's not even bad that I left.
Well,
But before I
Yeah.
return back to there, I want to make a name for myself. And I want it to be without the taint of a patron, the tarnish.
Indeed. So your patron means for ill things to be done by you.
Mm.
Yet you
Yes.
not do them. I don't know what mine wants of me.
Mm.
I suppose
Have you
I
tried contacting it?
Were that I know how.
Usually I have these conversations in my sleep.
I find my sleep to be empty of late. I sacrifice enough for him, as you've seen with me, drowning a creature or two here and there.
If you wanted to, you guys could roll Arcana to kind of figure out how to contact his patron. It's up to you.
I will. Let's see what my Arcana skill is.
I'll save it. I won't try to.
Okay.
Wait for him to contact me first. Or at least I'll figure it on my own later.
What'd I get?
Yeah, an 18.
Do I know how?
Yeah, would you have an idea? Would you like to share it?
I don't
Okay.
have to give me an example. I would share it, I would share it,
okay.
but it's totally up to him, his discretion to use it.
In Dizeld's voice, he says, "Perhaps you could maybe get close to drowning again."
Papa. Yeah, I can try reenact that.
Yeah, go for it. I don't have Dizeld's voice down.
Well, maybe you could almost trigger it by doing what you have done previously when you said your dreams started to be empty. You could. I'm not sure how you would manage, but if you managed to act like you could drown yourself, like before when it took you, made you go back to your older self, maybe then you could talk.
This is intriguing.
Do you think that the other person that you were would have been able to talk to the patron?
Perhaps. I would. Drowning does not seem like. Good night.
I mean, it doesn't. It does not seem like a good way, but
That I look up with glee upon trying to drown myself again. But not again. First time was definitely not my intention. I suppose I could try it, though. Otherwise, I do not know what he wants of me.
Hmm.
He did a kindness, and he did a disservice to me. So I do not know whether he is evil, good, or all in between.
Yeah.
Belg.
I usually would never trust a patron.
I don't entirely trust him. Not for what he did, but I don't entirely mistrust him for what he gave back.
But if SWTHOS is correct, and that we can defeat our patrons, then the power is ours. We're no longer shackled to these creatures with questionable motives that could rip it all away in an instant.
That is true. Tell you what, I shall help you in this endeavor for your patron, if in return you help me with mine, provided he is of a quality and nature I do not like.
You have my word.
Good. I don't suppose many Belko people have heard of me before.
They probably would not, but they definitely know of me, being the son of the court wizard.
Son of the court wizard. Let's just say, I'm glad we're not going to shield drop.
Hey, Marin.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. If I could get Discord to stop throwing shit in my face.
Yeah, dude. Discord just wows out with the notifications.
They just stay up there so long.
Oh, yeah, no.
Perception? That is a plus 1. I don't even know what I rolled because there's another notification in the way.
You got a 17.
17, yeah.
Alright. As you guys are talking, the last few sentences, you notice a faint glow coming from Dezeld's pocket.
Is
It wasn't there a few moments ago.
Is that some gem, or are you happy to see me?
I look down. Is it the message stone?
It is.
All right. I
what
will
is-
listen to it.
Do you say anything?
Is it the one with Eidos?
Yes.
How have you been, Eidos?
I am doing well.
Do I hear this as well?
Yes, it's audible.
Okay.
I'm doing well. I meant to contact you, but I heard you were having a conversation. Is everything okay?
Yes. I think I have found at least one like-minded individual that will help our cause.
Indeed you have.
Almost. Or potentially, I should say. Has the same issue we have as well.
Yes, I've listened in for a few moments. Was your name Marin?
Yes.
Please tell me the nature of your patron. From what you're describing, it seems like some sort of kraken.
Yes. Or at least, perhaps, there was a great eye, golden, and there were tentacles writhing incorporeally around me. Details are
Interesting.
fuzzy. I saw no mouth that spoke. The words were in my head.
Yes. These patrons tend to be of a more rare variety. Certain circumstances have to be met to actually strike a deal with them. They're quite the oddity.
Unfortunately, yes.
Hmm.
Tell me, how does one know so much about so many patrons?
Oh, in due time you will find out, my friend.
I don't know if we're friends yet, so I would perhaps hold off with that word.
If you were my enemy, you'd be dead.
You can be not an enemy and still be not a friend.
Perhaps. So, Dizeld, I assume you have dropped this persona, or are you continuing it?
Well, I still am Dizelt with it,
Ah,
with my new
fair.
passion, but I would say Dagmar is dead and died in the dungeon.
Dag.
Very well. Then going forward, I will not refer to you as that name. Anyway, Dizeld, have you told him about how I plan to curate these heroes? Is he the receptive kind to that method?
I have not, but I'm sure you can explain this better than I can, if you wish.
Fair. Marin, my name is SWTHOS, and I have traveled the world for quite some time. I would like to correct a detail. I've been listening in for some time. I am not a Hexblade Warlock. I am something different.
My
But
apologies.
it is no worries. I have not shared that information with you. But that being said, I have been creating scenarios for would-be heroes. Nothing a simple god could fix. Plots. Yeah. I have made sure that only the strongest heroes will be created from my endeavors. If we are to defeat our patrons and take their power, we cannot have any of the weak with us. We must cull them. Only the greatest of heroes will do.
You just see like a questionable kind of like scowl on Marin's face.
He doesn't see it. He's
Yeah, but
only
just
audible.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. And know that disasters breed heroes. Those willing to step away from their old life and embrace a new.
I shall keep in mind this assumed offer.
Very well. And know this. Had Dizeld not worked with me, I would have left him in that dungeon to die. I hope you know that too, Dizeld.
I know.
Careful.
I believe I can repay you back the same how you've saved me.
Yes, I believe so. I believe you do owe me one, if that's what you would like to call it. Anyway, the reason I contacted you, Dizeld, where are you? Cal tells me that you have left Darrowwood. It's a lot of RP where people aren't getting to talk to one another. Just one-on-one stuff. It's kind of cool, though.
So you said this person's from. We've met this person before, right?
Yeah, you've met him.
You've met him.
I don't know if he said his name. I do not think he did.
I know that this person is of.
He did share his name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know this person is of the council.
Of Sheer Drop, yes.
Your job.
Yes. He did share that.
Okay. Is he still on the line? I suppose.
Oh, he is, yeah.
I'm gonna look at Marin, and I'm gonna say, he doesn't just always take. There are some benefits being friends with a powerful fellow like SWTHOS. And I'll hold my hand out, and I'll spawn in my packed weapon, and then kind of like turn it a little bit so Marin can get like a really good look at it. I imagine we're pretty close, so he can
Yeah.
get a great view at
Without
how
it
the blade
despawning.
looks.
You
Yeah.
can even hand him the weapon if
Yeah.
you
Well,
wanted to.
I'll hold it out, and like if he wants to take it, he can. But I'm
I
not gonna.
thought packed weapons disappear after you let go of them.
Nah, it can be 5
No,
feet within me.
it's within
around
5 feet within you, and when it goes beyond that, they stay there for up to a minute until you resummon it.
Oh,
Giselle-
it must have been the Blood Hunter packed weapon then. That was
Yeah,
different.
I think it's the Blood Hunter one that does that.
Okay.
So, Giselle, where are you? Cal told me that you left Darrowwood.
Yes, we were heading towards Turvin, and we got sidetracked. There was what was that creature called?
A bullet.
There was a bullet that destroyed our cart, and after a day of tracking it on foot, we almost got captured, and we angered the coalition, and they tried to come capture us, which now we are held up in a labyrinth of some sorts. But there's not much to worry about. We're pretty safe
You
up here.
cleared the labyrinth, correct?
Oh, of course.
You made sure there weren't minotaurs wandering about it.
Yes,
Did you?
we did that. We did that a couple of days ago.
Okay, good.
We had to retreat back to it.
Yeah, see, the name Labyrinth brings back terrible memories when I first started my adventuring days. It's long ago. Yeah. Anyway, well, you should be careful. Now that you have made an enemy of the coalition, they likely will not stop hunting you. You will have to accept that.
Well, that is fine. I've been hunted for the past years of my life.
The coalition are a little more persistent than you would think. You'd think slavers, they would cut their losses after one got away and try and keep their people. It's a matter of pride to their warlords.
It's okay. Your people could not stop me from entering the ports. These people will not stop me from going where I will.
Oh, trust me, Marin. When you entered the ports, I allowed it. And you did chaos.
Oh, quite so. I do hope. I do hope you have not told everyone of my fate.
I have not.
Good.
Now, my friends, there's another thing I'd like to ask of you. You see, you remember the Death Knight, correct?
Yes,
Somewhat, yes.
I remember the Death Knight. That is what Cal was going to use to kill me.
Oh no, that was never in his plans.
Mm.
You see, if you see the Death Knight, let's just say he's off the leash.
Mm.
Let's
Now,
just say
is this off the leash as in a
No
wild
control.
roaming beast, or
yes, wild roaming beast. No control.
Understood.
He has broken away from my hold of him.
Mm.
I assume that means Cal is dead.
No. Cal is not dead. Cal gave him to me. I took him, and we took care of a handful of things.
The Death Knight was a project that Cal was working on for SWTHOS.
Yes.
Some project he was.
Yes.
But Cal is a little power hungry.
You could say that.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for him.
Of course. I would recommend not engaging in combat. If you find him, let me know
no.
immediately.
I've seen what he's done. I do not care to pick a fight with that.
I don't know how fast your pace is, how long you'll be stuck in that cave, but I believe he will be heading east of here. You might pass him on your way to Turvin.
What do you recommend we do when seeing this, if we do?
I would do my best to get out of his path, and Zelda, I would make sure that he does not see you. He has a personal hatred for you.
I was going to suggest, anyways, that we camp out here for the day, actually.
That works out.
A band of slavers will most likely be searching the area.
Makes sense, yes.
It would be best to hide within here.
It would. I don't think that would keep you away from him. He's quite far away at this time. But
nonetheless,
keep your heads up.
Noted.
Now, my friends, I must go. I have a very important meeting.
One last question before you do go.
Yes.
Do you just constantly hear everything through this stone, or how does this work?
I can activate it at will, and so can Dizeld.
And
However,
here,
I have the Master Stone.
so you can at any point just listen in.
Yes. I can.
Good to know. That's all.
Of course. And now I really must go. Oh, Redknock, wait up. And the connection turns off.
Oh my god.
I don't like that. He can just listen at any time.
You know, sometimes you have to be okay with some things to make sure that in the end you can get what you want.
Maybe.
It's the same thing with our patron, except hopefully one day we won't.
I hope you know, and I hope he knows. My offer of aid is for you. I do not trust him yet. I do not intend to help him with his patron yet.
There's a lot of things that I don't know as well, but I'm
The
sure.
fact that he's on the council and knows who I was does not entirely please me. Most of you all don't. Shogo Ken might.
That is a very powerful man.
I am not exactly the most liked person.
We've all had a rough past.
oh, it was not rough for me, but rather terrible for others. You ever heard of the dread of the sea?
I can't say I have.
Well, let's just say I'm him.
But what
At
did
least I used to be.
What
The
did
second man I talked about, the one that drowned, that was the dread of the sea. And now I am Marin Crozai again, miraculously.
Tell me, Marin, at what point did you strike the deal with your patron? Was that when you drowned?
Yes. I was making port at Teardrop with my crew on the Silence. A storm struck us, smashed us against the waves and the rocky shoreline cliffs. A storm! The most feared man on the ocean brought low by a storm. My crew drowned. I drowned. Except I didn't. I was greeted by a great golden eye with tentacles writhing elusively around me. He offered me a deal. You would save my life, save my crew, save my ship. In exchange that I serve him. Whatever that is. Whatever that means.
Hmm.
I accept it. Why wouldn't I? It's life. Life with my crew, life with my ship. I got a bargain of a deal. Except I woke up on the salty shoreline, the cliffs of sheer drop in sight. And the corpses of my crew bloated, washing upon the sand. Well, they were saved, all right. They were saved from existence. My ship, the Silence, oh, it was saved too. For right under me was, well, the nameplate of the ship itself. That is the misdeed my patron did me. But the deed it did do was it brought back the man that came before.
Would
Brought
you
me
say?
out of a madness that engulfed me for years.
Would you say that is for the better?
Yes. Let's just say if I was still the dread of the sea, which I was for a moment earlier today, you all would not be with me, whether by your choice or mine. Or if you were, you would not have tongues, and you would be cursed.
I'm going to say at this point you hear like the loud yawning of Oryx through the fucking tunnels.
Yeah.
And he seems to be waking up.
It seems like we should pick up on this at another time.
Agreed. I'll just say this. I trust you to know what I have just told you.
Likewise with you.
Indeed.
All right, I'm gonna pull
I
this.
extend a hand to shake.
Yeah, then I'll shake back firmly.
I'm gonna pull this back to the group.
Oh, they're all here.
They're back.
There was so much to talk about.
We had a really good conversation in there.
Can I
Okay.
ask you if you're
Good night, my friend.
Mwah!
Good night, Jesus.
Night.
I gave him a kiss.
You sure did. Yeah, we were bullying in there. Sorry.
I bet. No, hey, if you're bullying, you're bullying. We were having a good time ourselves.
Yeah.
And we think that that roll you had to make was a pregnancy check.
Why am I getting pregnant?
Who's the mother? Yeah, you're the mother.
Or
Because you're the one that made the roll.
that could be what is it? A check to see if I could pull out or not.
Acrobatics.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I am the top here, okay?
The fact that it took
You
you all
were the
so
one
long.
who had a baby already. You had a baby bug.
Hey, that was statutory rape.
You
Okay?
have
That
a
was
baby.
statutory rape. I did not consent to that.
The fact that it took you all so long, and the fact that Jesus started posting gifs about the FBI breaking in, and also the lolly, I was like, "What the fuck is going on in there?"
Jesus was
Okay, I
going
will
off
say,
on relationship.
none of what Jesus posted in there meant anything.
Yeah, literally had nothing to pertain to what
Okay,
we're talking about. How was your all's RP?
it was good.
Yeah,
I
Jesus.
think me and Tommy are gonna really vibe.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Me and Jesus had a great time.
Eli had some.
I can only
Friend
imagine
with
what
peanut
happened
butter
tonight.
ended. Friend with the Zell now.
Oh, so now you two are friendly friends. Friendly friends.
Perhaps.
Indubitably.
We probably do need to do something about peanut butter's corpse eventually, because it is going to start stinking.
Did we brought it with us? I'm sorry. We brought it
Yeah,
with
it's been sitting in the corner the
Yeah.
whole night.
us. But yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I put him on the bed.
We all good? Who's going to bed?
No, I put peanut butter on the bed in the corner of the room.
Oh, okay.
Full rest over here? Yeah.
Well,
There we go.
How bad's my
morning,
wound,
everyone.
Tristan?
What was that?
How bad's my wound?
Oh, you're good now.
Oh, okay.
You
Yeah,
were-
any short rest or long rest, he said.
Yeah.
I just meant is it still there, or just?
You have a scar. You have a scar now. I would say what took you down was I think someone punched you in the face.
What?
I think
No,
that
that's not me.
No, it
That
was
was-
the captain. The captain smacked him with the
Yeah,
butt of the
'cause-
flat end of his sword.
Yeah, because they were trying to knock you unconscious. They weren't aiming to kill once they realized you were about to die. So he just smacked you in the head with the butt of his sword.
Okay.
I would say like there's some permanent damage to your nose, or like the bridge of your nose.
No,
But it
no,
would
no.
It
I'm
would be
not.
healed by healing spell.
nose job.
I know, dude. I don't want a nose job. Get out of here.
The thing is,
Okay,
everything can be healed with lesser
prestidigitation
lesser restoration. Anything can be healed by that, and greater restoration.
Or we could
Hell,
just use
Chang even has a
prestidigitation and make it look.
Chang has a ring of regeneration.
I don't know if we're gonna see Chang again.
I don't know either.
We better.
Oh,
We're gonna go
going
find
to.
him if he doesn't come in.
Tristan will bring him back one day. I know it.
Our
Mhm.
paths cross once.
And I'm actually looking forward to the immediate fight that Agathar will break out with him.
Chang?
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Agathar hates Chang,
Yikes. Do they know
and
each
it's
other?
because yes,
Chang
Agathar
was one of them.
No spoilers.
Agathar. Well, I mean, I think he talked. Yeah. All right.
God, there's so many conflicting stories going on right now.
Yes.
Well,
Man, I am refreshed. That was a great nap.
I feel better. I'm gonna put my eye patch back on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so we all saw your amethyst eye?
Oh yeah, you've seen it twice now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Good
So what's
morning,
with you?
everyone.
What
Good morning,
are we
Oryx.
going to?
Did everyone get
I-
enough rest?
I,
Yes,
for
I
one,
did.
think it might be best to stay within here for the day.
Relty brought up a good point. That's true. Relty brought up a very good point that it's possible that they might have tracked us here and they're waiting outside to ambush us.
And that could
Or
I was afraid of the same thing, but
or
we need
attrition
to
us.
bury Peanut Butter's body. Now, I'll volunteer to go do that myself. That way
Well,
we save the foot traffic.
hold on.
I
We
would
need
go
to
with you.
think
I would go
about
with you, I
this.
think.
Okay.
Hold on. We need to think about this. We can figure out whether they are outside or without walking out with peanut bumps.
Mhm.
What do you propose then?
You
More
could,
darkness?
You could cast darkness on the door. Lower
That
the
would seem
door.
a little too obvious, and they
No.
would hear it open.
No,
They
you
would-
should cast silence.
We could
Was this
maybe
the druid that we know of?
I could cast silence on it, but then they would see it if they are watching.
You cannot do both?
They're both concentration, I am afraid.
I think Relty has invisibility.
I haven't.
Oh wow.
What was that trick? Pass without the person. That way they make no sound and make no sense. It will appear as if the doors just that person walk out, see one hiding, or return back with.
And then we would
Mhm.
decide afterwards if there happen to be people, then we can decide what we're gonna do at that point. Okay.
If at that point it would have to fight.
You're so smart. You're such a good thinker.
You do not become a captain without being smart.
Baird is a pretty smart guy.
Thank you. Well,
Agathar, you know about the coalition. Does this seem like a good plan? Yeah?
Staying invisible, going outside, and burying the body.
Not
just
burying the body.
investigating to see if there's anyone out there.
I'm not going
Well-
to walk out there with his corpse to see if anyone's out there. That would let me down.
Even if you have invisibility, you might be leaving a trace. And say they're waiting for us at the door, and you stepped into that snow, they would just see a big boot print in the
Pass
snow.
without trace
I'd
would
say
stop that.
someone- Yes, someone
Mm.
passed with a trace.
So
on it.
Agathar is not a good listener.
He has a very low passive perception.
Do you?
So,
Mhm.
do you think
it
you could
13?
do that for me?
It's 8.
Oh,
Jesus.
Tommy, can you change that on roll 20 at the bottom, like where your name is?
Do you think
Okay.
you could do that for
Relty would do that. Yeah, he would cast it on you.
Thank
I'd like to prepare a reaction around the corner. So if anyone that's not Marin or Relty walks through, they get attacked.
Okay.
Any enemy that walks around the corner
Okay.
will get attacked.
I would like to do the same. I like to prepare the same reaction.
I would like to cower right here.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to. So I suppose we all move towards the end. Yep. Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna
going
hide over here.
to summon my packed weapon, which will be a longsword.
Mm-hmm.
You see, like the water just like form out of my hand, and it suddenly becomes a solid sword.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast. How long is Invisiblast? Up to 1 hour. Oh, yes.
That's
I'm going to
flex.
cast invisibility on myself, and then I'm going to say, Relty.
He's like, oh, okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah,
I assume the
Yeah.
doors are already open.
doors open.
Okay. Well, I would have casted invisibility like here, and then
Yeah, and then go out. Okay, you go out into the cave. You look around. You don't see anything. You keep moving. You get out to the
I want to
mouth
really
of
like
the cave.
walk around some trees, walk around, do 360s around bushes and stuff.
Yeah, aside from like the random rabbit once in a while, you don't see anything. It's
Okay.
clear.
Do I hear anything off a distance or anything?
Give me a perception check.
Guru Ken is going to whisper to Oryx, "Do you see anything?"
Great perception.
Also, wouldn't Relty do a perception check too?
Is Pass Without Trace cast on the user? Yeah. So he would have to go out with you.
Yeah.
Wait, someone who else
But
had
he's invisible too, right?
I don't think he has invisibility.
Someone else
He
had.
does. Yeah, Realty does have invisibility when
Oh, okay.
during in the side of this thing when he left last time. He cast it on
they-
himself. That was how he.
Are they both concentration spells?
I don't believe invisibility is. Let me check.
No, invisibility is concentration.
Oh, Pass Without Trace is concentration.
Okay, then he would have to basically just. What's the radius of Pass Without a Trace?
30
It's like 20
feet.
feet or something. Yeah.
30. Yeah.
Centered on you, 30 feet.
Yeah, he would have to come our way. Not that I think there's anything out here. Yeah, we'll
I
just
think
say.
we'll just do it. We'll do it without the pass without trace.
I mean,
Yeah, because you're already invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can investigate.
You make it out, you go outside, you look around, you don't hear any, or you don't see anything. With that perception check, you just hear some birds and shit flying,
Do we
singing.
Would he have seen any tracks of the warband coming through or whatever it was?
With that perception check, no.
Okay, fair enough.
Looks clear.
I'm going to. Are there any sticks or rocks around me?
Yeah, there's some sticks and rocks, yeah.
I'm going to pick up a sizable rock and just throw it in a random direction.
Okay. Throw
Do
it.
I hear or see any reaction?
No, you throw it, hits a tree, you just see some of the snow from that tree shake off. Not all of it, but just some of it. You don't see anything else move nearby.
I'm going to head back towards the end.
Okay.
I'm going to stay invisible, though, until I get to here.
Okay.
Until I'm right beside the zone, then I'm going to say, I don't think anything's out there.
Would I have seen you when you said that or before you said that?
I was still invisible.
Oh!
And
They're attacking.
Do not
I
sneak up on me
snapped
like
out.
that.
I become visible.
Your magic.
I do not believe anything is out there. I think we should still, if we're going to bury peanut butter, quick about it.
I agree. Oryx,
Yes.
how fast do you think you can dig?
Yeah.
That was not an answer.
Yeah.
Tristan, I remember 2 sessions ago when I wanted to find that wheelchair and I got like a nat 20 or something. No, it was a percentile and I got a 95.
Forgot
It
about
was a
that.
shovel.
You pulled
Yeah,
out a
and it was
shovel.
a shovel. So then
I
Oryx
remember
can use
that too. I remember that too.
Yeah,
there's
so
a shovel.
Oryx has a shovel.
I do. I think I do have a shovel actually.
Yeah.
On my
Yeah.
Well,
Yep, I do have a shovel.
Oh,
All right.
so
Alright.
then we can do
I'll
2
go
shovels.
do the. Come with me. We'll go do the deed.
Who else is strong?
I
Agathar.
think everyone should.
Agathar is.
Should
Agathar.
everyone go? I
Yeah.
think everyone.
Yeah, everyone should go.
I agree.
Everyone should
I would like
be
to be
here
part
for
of
his
this.
funeral.
That, and
Or
if
for
they
his
come
burial.
upon us and we are split, either party they come upon will do.
I say we all go, so we all can mourn.
Come. That way we can move along quickly.
Who else is gonna dig with the second shovel?
Agathar and Oryx, it looks like.
Cool. So
Okay.
that speeds it up significantly.
You guys.
I will not dig, but while they are digging, I want to do as quick a painting of peanut butter as I can to mark like the head of the grave.
Pop off.
Alright, we're out here. Where are you guys gonna go and start digging?
Obviously not the ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not
Preserve
near
body for a
this
while.
idiot. Let's go like I don't know over here.
Alright.
Yeah, I like the vibe.
It's probably we probably wouldn't put a cross. What would a
I'm
druid worship?
I'm drawing a painting of peanut butter to put on top as a headstone.
Yeah.
It won't last long, but
Tommy, what was Peanut Butter's arcane focus or druidic focus?
I think you got a quarterstaff.
That's
put
not
the
a druidic
quarterstaff up.
focus.
it's just a staff.
But you could use you could use his staff.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We'll put that at the head.
Yeah. Can I
All
make
right.
a
Time to start digging.
painter's supplies check?
Nah,
Give
you paint it.
ink.
I would say that you probably painted it during your rest or whatever.
That's a 16. Either way.
16. You got a really nice painting.
Thank you. All of my paintings are nice.
All right. You guys quickly dig up the hole. You don't need a very big hole because he is a gnome.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna like stand on the cart just to keep watch.
All right. Travis is even out there with you. I
Oh, we
still don't
saved
have
him?
a token for him.
Yeah, I think we did save him. Yeah, perfect.
All right. So the hole's been dug. Who's gonna throw his body at it? Suplex it down there.
Oh, we
I
could
will.
we could have 2 ropes to lower him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just wanted to say something funny.
Like
Okay.
chuck down there.
Even then,
Yeah.
lowering shit with 2 ropes it's hard. It's hard.
Or if
keeping that
anybody
shit
knows how to
balanced.
speak with animals, you could have like some birds lift him into the grave.
What are there
See,
any
would be able
animals
to
to join
try.
us?
Let's
More
see.
like to eat him.
No.
Vengeance.
Relty fails at calling some animals over. He is a druid, so I assumed you know. All right.
I
Guys,
mean,
get the body down there.
yeah.
And guys, anything you'd like to do? I know that there is like an actual tradition in real life where like friends and family will take a handful of the dirt and personally drop it on them.
Well,
I
I've
prefer not
already
to touch.
taken the silver piece and put it on my necklace. So that's kind of like my memento. Guess I'll stand back and give like a eulogy.
I'll throw a gold piece like over there and go, there, pay his entry to the afterlife.
All right. So, do we actually want to do the eulogy or just yada yada it?
I'll just do my part. If people want to do their part, they can.
Okay. Anyone else
So,
want to do their part?
I have no words.
Guru Ken is just quietly crying. You know,
Giselle.
as quiet as Guru Ken.
I will walk over.
Mm-hmm. Should
Okay.
probably put a red
Here-
X over the
where's-
bullet.
Yeah.
Still alive.
Can you?
Nah,
can
thanks.
you
Fuck.
possibly mark the grave location?
Sure.
Put a big black hole.
I can put just a giant hole there. I can.
Cast him to the abyss.
He's been casted into the abyss.
What happened?
We're gonna cast Tommy into the abyss.
Yeah.
How do you do that? What?
Nothing. We're joking. All right. I put something on the map.
Okay. Awesome.
Blessed.
All right.
You know what I
I
can
gotta
roll?
get my fucking laugh out.
And then
All right, I'll start with
I'll-
the eulogy.
Oh, you're gonna
Go
give me
ahead.
the eulogy?
Yeah. If you want to do your thing first, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna, position the quarterstaff up so, it's not gonna get blown over by the wind when it's at the head.
God damn it. Okay. I was talking to our new friend Agathar last night about what happened. I was acting like a coward in his final moments. And the reason why, Peanut Butter reminded me a lot of my younger brother, Malgar. Unfortunately, I had to see with my own eyes the face my brother made when I had to strike him down, simply for being weak in the tribe. I never wanted that to happen again, but unfortunately we're here now, and it happened again. And right now I don't really know what I could do to make it right, how I could get better so this never happens again. But Peanut Butter, if you're listening to me, I want you to know I tried. I wish I could do better for you, because you deserved it.
Here, here.
I wish I could have been there for you, in your time of need. Just like I wish I could have been there for my younger brother. But, from this day forward, I'm not gonna live with grief anymore. I'm not gonna live thinking about what I could have done, what I could have done better, what I could have done to save you. I'm gonna think about what I'll do in the future, what I will do to make sure this doesn't happen. That my friends, the people I care about, aren't going to die because I was too weak. No, from this day forward, I will embody the vision of my grandfather and become Ulrich's peacekeeper. For you, Peanut Butter. And that ends the eulogy.
Do we clap?
Do we clap?
Golf clap. Golf clap.
Oh my god.
Yay, he's dead.
That was good. I like that a lot. That was a good eulogy. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Travis, he had his hat off. He had a little a beret that he wears. He had it off, held it on his chest. I just keep adding to it. Travis, he's just this guy.
Travis is my favorite.
So he takes his hat and he puts it back on his head and he goes, Should we just walk to the next town? I mean, we were awfully close to Felsidon when they attacked. And then
Are you still
They
okay
will-
to walk? Is your leg still hurt?
my leg's feeling much better.
Let me know if you
My-
need any more help.
My concern is they said that they needed to go back, or that they went back to their camp. Well, you guys threw them back to their camp, actually. It was one of the few things I saw. I saw a bubble fly overhead looking from the hole. And
That
I
might
knew
have been
that you
me.
asked him what direction their camp was.
Oh, it was
Perhaps,
towards the west.
yes, perhaps it's not a camp and it's more of a base, because we weren't far from Felsidon. At least what was left.
You think Rosidin is that what?
That's what I'm getting at, yes. And if it is so, there is many coalition
Then
there.
we give it a wide berth. Unless, what other ideas? Where else is there to go?
Darrowwood was nice.
We still need to make
Start
our way
back
to.
where we were. Yes, wonderful idea.
Travis rolls his eyes at the idea of going back to Darrowwood. Like there's like
Bobby
8
was so
people in
nice.
that whole town. It's like
God,
So we're trying to get to
But-
the city of.
we could head south, follow the coastline to the port of Kalios, but it's a port nonetheless.
Oh, some salt
Find
air.
If we gather our numbers,
No, it's landlocked. It would be it's a giant lake. I'll bring us to the world map.
if we build our numbers using the guards from the ports, we might have a chance of taking back
I pop off.
Belfast.
Wait,
Ping it on the map.
where are we now?
We are
Darrow.
approximately here.
Okay, the Felsidin is that.
Felsidon's there. You don't necessarily have to go through Felsidon. There's another road like a mile south of it that passes it, but below is the lake.
Oh, didn't you say Turvin was the one that was getting attacked?
Turvin is the one that's under attack, yes.
Okay, that's far away.
Yeah.
Let us gather our numbers from wherever we can, and with the army that we build, we can regain these lost strongholds one by one.
Army.
And Travis chimes up. He goes, Listen, Agathar, was it? I do not know if we can raise an army that easily. If Turvin was attacked, then all the people of Turvin are going to be either preparing for war or running.
Besides, if you are trying to raise an army, you are with wrong.
Well, I'm not trying to raise an army from the dead, if that's what you mean. I mean, Cal's already doing that.
No. I mean,
You guys
we are-
see
we are
Travis's
not
face light up.
soldiers.
Travis's
seems to be
face
raised
just
on me.
lights up. He's like, an army! Raise an army! And Cal, what if we return to Darrowwood and
What?
got
You
in
just said not
contact
to do that.
with Cal? Yes, but I mean, I do not like the coalition. Nobody does. And I mean, the only army I could think of would be one of the dead.
At this point, like hearing about Cal, my like memory flashes to his discussion last night, and I like
Yeah.
flare up, look at Dizelle, and say out to everyone, no, we should be going west. Going back east is not exactly.
Yes, but Agathar, he
But-
said that.
But no.
Wait, did somebody say something about war?
Yeah, there was the people in Turvin may be going to war soon.
We do not have to go to Turvin. There are plenty other places. West, southwest, south, but you get there by going west a little bit. Past what's the town next to us, basically.
Felsidon.
Yeah, but
Past
that,
Felsen.
don't we want to go to the checkpoint? I thought that was the goal last
That's,
time.
that's a guard checkpoint, yeah. Between you and the guard checkpoint is Felsidon.
Would be best, but I do not think we should go back east. At least not by this road.
Mm,
Right, Zell?
I agree.
There are things. Let's just say there's a thing moving west from the east that we better not run into.
Well, I think we are a team. I think we should share our information a little bit. But why can't we go?
I leave that information up to Giselle to give.
I'll turn towards Giselle and kind of cross my arms and try to look stern.
I look at Marin. I'm kind of like raise my eyes. I'm like, bro, you fucking kidding me right now?
Agathar,
It's your. I mean,
Agathar, only you see
What is
this.
that
You
illusion
see a like you're looking at these people, you're talking to them, and Travis is kind of like glancing at you, like, "Come on, we should stop this. You're a man of Palor," and you're kind of go numb to it, and you see just a light beyond everyone. It's far. It's a very dim light, but it soothes you.
So what kind of light we're talking about?
It reminds you of Palor. It's been a long time since you've seen this light.
I approach the light.
Okay.
Hey, where are you going?
It reminds me of the god I worship.
Nobody else sees this.
what does?
What does that mean?
Do
New
not
guy.
see it. It is a
Agatha,
light.
we don't see anything.
The only light I see is from the sun above.
Then this
Tommy,
is my yeah.
It seems as you move closer to it, it doesn't get closer. It just stays a constant distance away.
Is Agathar walking west or east?
He's kind of just walking. He's walking west, but 1 second,
Well-
Tommy. I'm gonna message you something that only you can hear.
Listen,
That's
if we're gonna keep rolling together, we need to make sure we're perfectly clear in our communication. We don't want to have another whatever happened to Peanut Butter happen to one of us again because we were too stubborn not to share important info.
Let's just say Cal has made some powerful creature, and that's why I'm a little wary of our new member.
that.
creatures.
And we've met the thing, do we tell?
Hmm.
I mean,
Do you guys remember the Death Knight? Or you
Yeah.
shook hands with him?
I shook his hand, yeah.
Well, it's free.
GB.
It's free, and it's coming. Well, it's roaming, but
it was last seen moving west, which means that if we
It's
go
right behind
east,
us.
yes, if we go east, we have a very high chance to run right into it.
Is it by itself?
Yes.
Hunter, give me
You're
an
not
insight check.
inside check.
Yeah,
Me?
both of you. Yeah.
Okay.
And Eli and Hunter.
Yeah. Insight +1.
My insight was my insight. Yeah.
Baba Booey.
Yeah, -1.
Baba Booey.
Hey,
There you go.
Okay.
That's
Pretty
pretty good.
You guys have the direction mixed up.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going you have it the complete opposite way.
No, it's going east.
Yes, and it's to the west of you, going east.
what? How would it get there?
I don't know.
Wait, no, we have this wrong. Oh God, my pardon. It's in the west and it's coming east. So no,
Tommy, I
I'm
messaged
wrong.
you on Discord.
Oh, okay.
We should be going east. My apologies.
How
Back
do you know
to Darrowwood.
How do you know this information?
Yeah, how do you know this?
Also, I said we should go to Darrowwood first, so copy here.
Well, maybe we can talk about it at Darrowwood. For now, let's get on move on. I do not want to get mixed up with the
Before
Death
we
Knight.
move, I must tell you gentlemen something.
No, you're back.
Hey, when did you get back?
He didn't really walk too far. He kind of stopped and stared off into the distance for like a minute or two.
Alright. I've spoken with my god. Palor has spoken, and he has told me of an artifact. This artifact is important. I only saw a sun in this vision, but it seemed as though it spoke to me. Not literally. It just gleamed at me. It was powerful. I can sense it. And I believe that if we find this artifact, we might have a chance against the coalition.
I like the sound of that. What kind
What
of
is it?
artifact?
I do not know what the whole artifact.
Wait a
But
minute.
what I saw, it was like a sun. It was round. It was like a pommel of sorts.
Whoa.
Okay, it wasn't a pommel. It was a rod. Actually, no. It was just a brass sun.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be mistaken for both.
Yeah.
Baron, what was an artifact?
Hold on, what? What? Sorry, I blinked out.
What was an artifact? He just said that word like 3 times. I don't know what it means.
An
Artifact.
artifact?
An artifact. It is an item of It is an item of old.
Like an old magical item.
Oh, I see.
Or an old item of importance.
Okay, good to know.
Like your wits. Gone to the ages.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I get a slice, like, you just see, like, a faint smile smirk across my face.
He always gonna smile back.
Good to know you can smile.
Oh, I smile quite often.
I must not be able to see it. Does anybody have a hold of this artifact or can give me any information on it?
I know Marin usually smiles when he's having his drink.
No. Not about the smiling, about the artifact. And I turn and I say,
I have
the
no
old
idea.
ancient.
So
Anything
what's the artifact?
possibly made of brass. Looks like a sun or rod or...
Oh,
Marin's
all
eye
sorts.
looks pretty cool. You ever seen his eye?
no, that's not what he's referring
That's
to.
okay.
I have a spear.
I know what you're talking about.
I have this iron pot.
What
Is that
what
what you're talking
is
about?
what is the importance of this item?
If
Okay.
Palor were to if Palor presented it to me in a vision, that must mean it is something of his. And if it's something of Palor's, that must mean it has holy power.
And let's just say, if a person were to have it, why would you want it?
Why would I want an artifact such as this?
Yes, I mean, I know it's for your god, but what if, let's just say, the person who had such an item wanted it? For intrigue's sake.
If there was a conflict of interest over said item, I think we should cross that bridge when we get there. I think what is important now is that we get a hold of the pieces of this artifact, truly discover what it does.
You said it's made of what again?
It seems to be made of a metal like brass.
I have a piece of it.
You don't.
You don't.
Really?
Oh, I do. And I open up my bag of holding and pull out the oxidized brass hilt.
Oh my god.
It looks very similar to the item of your vision.
I
Looks
quickly snap
but
my hand
different.
closed and throw it back in the bag.
You're just gonna throw it back in?
Where'd you find that, Hunter?
It was in the Metaspeak. It was in the
it's in the cabin.
yeah, it was in the cabin.
Oh.
I've been wondering what the fuck that's been for, by the way, and I've been like sitting here thinking like, which one of these motherfuckers has like 2 other pieces to this?
Jesus.
Where did you find that?
On a bookshelf, I believe. I don't quite recall. It was in a cabin.
Wait, the cabin? The cabin back in Darrowwood?
Yeah,
Wait, what if the other pieces to what you're describing is in that cabin?
I tried looking. I couldn't find it.
Oh.
Doesn't mean we can't go back, but I don't think they're there. I looked pretty hard.
Yeah, it must be hard looking with only one eye.
The other one works, thank you.
How was I supposed to know that?
Or I don't know what the other pieces are, but if you want to go search that cabin, we could lead you back.
Tristan, can I roll for religion to see if I know like what other pieces we might need?
What he showed you was the hilt, right?
Looks like it's made of. Looks like it's supposed to be a sword. So it needs a pommel. Of course, needs the blade.
Or what I have heard of this weapon in my studies of Palor?
Yeah, give me religion for that.
It's the sword of swords.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh no.
You
You completely forgot. You're like, I know it's important, but I just don't know where. what it did.
it's strange. I know it's in a book somewhere about Palor. I just don't remember what it does.
If we come across a library, you can read up on it.
Tommy, you do recall that there is a shrine of Palor in your hometown. I don't know if I should remind you that.
Well, I know that.
Okay.
There is a shrine to Palor. I was raised in an old village, and there was a church dedicated to Palor. It was in Felsidon. However, that has since been taken over by the Coalition.
That is unfortunate, because I am not away.
Is there any way we can possibly get more numbers, get more people, mercenaries if we have to?
You see Travis raise his hand. Anyone just shut him up before he says anything.
Can I look to Travis and I'll say,
coin.
What do you suggest, Travis?
The same thing I suggested earlier. Could go find Cal, but it's up to you.
I don't want to make links with this guy. He does not seem right.
He saved his life. He points to Agathar, according to him.
Ah, yes.
He did.
And he's also set out a undead knight that is wildly roaming the territory that, if it comes upon us, will kill us most likely.
We have reached a point, gentlemen. We can decide between Cal, a necromancer, or a massive goblin army of filth that seeks to enslave all that we know and love. You see, I think Cal
Or
could only benefit from a war against the coalition, and we could use that as a trade. He gets more dead that he can revive and use to his
To build his
pitiful-
horde.
to build his pitiful horde. Or we can try and fight the coalition ourselves.
Or I have a better idea, which I believe we should all be considering and all probably do. We walk back to Darrowwood, stay the night there, go even farther east, and then take a southern road and make our way south and go
Running away.
anywhere but towards Cal or the coalition.
Running away from the coalition will not aid will not aid this problem. If we leave the coalition
considering
to
I'm
their
not a
doings,
soldier, and everyone else here but you seems to be not a soldier, a war is not concern.
Actually, Guru
I'm going to
Ken's a
disagree
soldier.
with you, Marin. I think if we have the power, I think it's our responsibility to make sure no innocent lives are lost.
Well, I agree.
Whether it be we tackle the coalition first or Cal, I don't know. I don't have the answer. I don't really know what Cal's game is.
I say we go elsewhere and find problems we can handle.
I could agree with that.
we cannot
do
solve this by ourselves. We can use Cal. We can use his army.
I'd rather not.
He's the only
I'd rather
man
not
I've
increase
met.
another man's army, especially if that army is undead.
What
Is
are
a-
the motives of Cal? He's such an elusive figure. Wait, did I just say elusive in a sentence? I don't even know what that means. I said it.
Your wits are returning to you. Huzzah.
Huh.
But he raises a good point. We don't know nearly anything about the man, and he stinks worse than me, which I don't like in a person.
I'm not trying to downplay his role in your story, Agatha. He's doing a lot of questionable things.
Besides, we, even if we were to get the aid of Cal, might not even be enough to take Felsidon. And even then, we take Felsidon. The coalition will still exist. It will exist whether we attack Felsidon. It will exist if we don't attack Felsidon.
Yes, but a single battle would drive hope in the hearts of the people. It will spark a desire.
A single battle as small as the one that would inevitably happen at Felsidon would be but a pin drop.
A pin
I think we
drop
should hit
is
level
better
5
than
and get our extra attack feat, and then we go fight them.
I do not know what you mean about
He's
extra attack.
speaking gibberish.
I do not know what you speak of, but you may head east if you wish. I am going to find Cal if you will not join me. I will take them down, one way or another. That
Then
is
I
my
suppose
life's
you won't
journey.
be getting your brass hilt.
Cal is east.
You did not.
Cal is by Darrowwood.
Yeah, bitch.
So you say Cal was near Darrowwood?
Cal is near Darrowwood.
We will go. I will go to him. You may do what you wish.
Well then, I cannot wait to find these brass pieces myself to fit with my brass hilt and make my rusted brass sword. And I give him a very, just like, smug look.
Spilling a lot of salt on that wound, I see.
Salt makes the meat taste better.
Meat.
Well, Cal is east. He is at Darrowwood, or near it. So we might as well go there now, shan't we?
Yeah.
Figure out what
Might
to
as
do
well.
from there, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
And let's at least do, because staying here is not safe. We will either be eaten by another bullet, perhaps, found by the coalition, or we will be found by this death knight. So let's just go to Dow again.
That's where I wanted to go.
Well,
Yeah.
then
I guess that's where we're going.
it's your lucky day, Guruken.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, hey, Oryx, you get to go see your friend Bobby again.
You're right, we could go say hi to Bobby. He'll be
And
expecting-
who
He'll be
knows?
surprised.
He might have rum this time.
What do you mean?
Let's hope.
I thought he had rum last time. I don't remember.
Did he?
No,
I
he
don't
had
think
ale.
I don't
He had
think
ale.
Oh,
Yeah.
you said rum, not run.
Yes.
I'm a good runner.
Yeah, you eat
Winner.
again for sure.
Come on.
Alcohol makes an excellent tool for burning goblins.
I'm sorry, Travis, but it seems we are going back.
Travis, how long was it to get back to Darwood? Like a day or
It's gonna
two?
take us a day on foot,
Oh, that
Tell
sucks
you
for
what,
you then.
Travis.
perhaps more. Bruh.
Tell you what, Travis. I'll buy you the first 2 routes.
Very well. I thought I was gonna save someone. Perhaps a young lass.
You'll
One
get
day.
a chance.
I
Hopefully.
suppose we start walking
All right.
on the road again.
Going right back to we started again.
The episode was called "Escaping Strife."
I know. And now you're back there. And now you're.
What goes around comes around, baby.
The
Tristan,
next
do you-
episode should be called Return to Darrowwood.
Tristan, do you know that you're making bumpy noises every so often?
I think so. Yeah.
Faintly here.
My mic's a little super sensitive, and it's picking up pretty much every movement
Mm.
I make.
It sounds like you're hitting bongos though, so it's
It
all right.
does, yeah.
Hitting bongos.
Huh?
How
All I'm
fucking
saying is,
dare
Marin,
you.
the
How fucking dare you.
definitely the gummy bottom one.
The Bongo DM. Alright, so is that it for tonight, guys?
I think so.
Is it?
That's it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I just rolled a nat 1.